What follows is the simplified explanation of how APO uses multi-criterion decision analysis, otherwise known as MCDA, to help you make decisions. But it is still a massive simplification. We'd like to caution you on two things. Firstly, manually devised weights in multi-criterion decision analysis will always introduce bias. Since it's not commonly understood how much impact introduction of even 2% bias in some cases can impact the ranking of the alternatives, so manually devised weights should never be used in a business decision, and that is why APO calculates strategically defendable weights. Secondly, this demonstration only shows subjective value measures, so we can keep this demonstration very simple. In real life, APO uses objective, subjective, and hybrid value measures, which are part of 𝗪𝗵𝘁 intellectual property. APO is a sophisticated tool that uses multi-criteria decision analysis to help make complex decisions without emotion and without bias. Imagine your business plan provides funding assistance for major transport projects. There are proposals for new airports, very fast trains, new expressways, and freight train corridors. Which one should you choose to fund first? Which would you fund second? And maybe which not to fund? How can we even start to compare them? Some fit our strategy better than others. Some are safer for customers. Let me explain how APO can help. The first step is to define your objective. What do you want to achieve? For example, to invest in the most beneficial projects. Then you need to define your criteria or value measures that will measure how much each will benefit. Strategic fit is important. Societal impact and deliverability are two more, but there are others, and we need more detail to understand how exactly each will benefit us. For instance, societal impact could be measured as quality of life, productivity impact, etc. Quality of life could be measured as efficiency and reliability and health and safety. Then, too, efficiency and reliability could be measured as reduced delay. We could continue on to very detailed measures, but let's stop here to keep it relatively simple. Next, you need to decide the importance of each criteria or value measure. But there are lots of people to be consulted, such as impacted transport users, impacted communities, and subject matter experts like environmental scientists and engineers. One of APO's strengths is helping to find a consensus position between very many stakeholders with divergent opinions, but, and again for simplification's sake, let's assume we already know the consensus position. So we look at each of the projects and rate each against each criterion or value measure at the lowest level of the hierarchy according to the consensus position. The best performing projects get the highest rating, and the worst performing gets the lowest. Click 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and in this case, 3, 2, and 4. It won't always be the same project that performs best, and sometimes they suit equally, so it's okay if they get the same score. Now, we need APO to calculate. Simplistically, each rating is multiplied by the importance of the value measure to work out the score for each, and then calculated by motion moves up the tree, layer by layer, till we get to the top with a single score for the project for each criteria at that level. You only need to sum up the score for each criteria and for each alternative and select the one with the highest total score to select the winner, or rank the projects by total score to get the priority for funding. APO can help with almost every complex business decision, especially to do with any and all capital expenditure. Maybe business transformation portfolios, asset maintenance portfolios, or deciding on your ESG investment. The score, the core science in APO, has been proven statistically bulletproof over 40 years since 1978. So far, the toughest challenge for APO was over 2,000 projects with over 400 detailed criteria, 260 of which were customer outcomes. If you have a problem, we are happy to talk about possible solutions without commitment from you. Why not schedule a chat to find out more about APO?